Hi everybody, it's Jo here and I hope that you're safe and well. In this week's video, I would like us to talk about online fatigue. It's about that sense of fatigue when it comes to our online learning. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. There is over 50 videos now and each video has a different focus, all relating to your emotional well-being. And those topics are such as bereavement, self-esteem, I'm trying to remember now, self-discipline, friendships, relationships. And it's about building your awareness, building your self-awareness and understanding. And then there's hopefully, she says, always tips, always steps that you can take away for you to implement to better help yourself. I always look for a magic wand, but I don't have it when it comes to working with young people. I don't even have it in my own life, actually. So what is fatigue? Fatigue is a sense of unease. It's a sense of feeling weary, tired, bored, and it can actually affect the way that we think and feel. Now, when you're in a classroom, you're with that teacher, you can detect their body language, you can detect their mood, you're with them. When they're walking around the classroom, if you don't get the work, you can quietly, discreetly say, "Can you help me please, miss?" But obviously, online learning is completely different. And what I want us to do is just realise actually how hard it is. Not only are you seeing your teacher really close, which for some of us might feel as if we're kind of invading our personal body space, but it's this sense of there maybe being silences. There's maybe a sense of you fear being judged. Gosh, what about if my camera goes on? What about if my microphone goes on? What about if I'm not on mute? What about if my friends think that that's a really silly question that I'm asking? So there's just so much going through your mind that might kind of create this sense of anxiousness as you enter a lesson online or even participating in a lesson. It might even be dread. And I just want to kind of acknowledge that that's okay. That's okay. Also, we're using a platform. This online learning is another screen, and for you guys, your downtime is maybe your fun is going on a gaming device, watching TV. It might even be kind of going on your phone, going on the iPad. So actually, it's just another screen, and there might be this sense of boredom with it. Might be. Also, this is the connection that you have now with your teacher, albeit temporary. It's the same connection with regards to video calling that it would be with seeing your friend, seeing your family member online. So it's just kind of it being a very similar situation where you love to see your friends online, and it's just an invasion of this home learning being online as well. So how can it affect you? It can cause you to have headaches. It might cause you to have eye strain, tired eyes, dry eyes. It might also cause maybe this sense of feeling overwhelmed, as if it's all too much. And I suppose it's trying to understand that at the moment, during these uncertain times, most definitely here in England, is that we're not too sure when we're going back to school. So I imagine it makes it harder. So let's kind of give you some steps, some of those tips for you to kind of implement to help yourself. I've said this so many times, you guys must get bored of me saying it, but a routine is so important. Honestly, it's so important. And that routine starts with getting up, getting dressed and getting out of bed. Okay, don't think that just turning on your live lesson, just turning it on is good enough if you're still in bed. Get up, get dressed. Ideally, if you've got the opportunity to work in a different room, that's great. If not, then at least make sure that you're in a different position compared to just sitting on your bed. Even if it's grabbing a pillow and sitting on the floor, it's just making sure that you can really tell yourself that, you know, I'm going to learn now. It's also about taking those brain breaks. It's about getting yourself out of the room, out of that particular room that you're studying in, when you're given those moments for breaks. So whether that's in between lessons or whether that's at your break and your lunchtime. It's about getting yourself out of that same room. It's about getting outside when you can. I'm hearing way too many young people aren't leaving the house. Get outside. I have one of my school kids. She always goes for a walk after the end of her 5th period, of her last lesson. And I think that's so good. It's as if it's the school walk home, from home to home. But it's just that sense of kind of allowing yourself to feel that end of that school day is done. It's also about prioritising your work. I know that when you're at school, it's overwhelming. So many different subjects to do, or maybe your A-levels, homework, might be kind of a revision as well as actually the classwork itself. So I get that. And I imagine that is also overwhelming, being at home, having homework, having your online lessons. But it's this sense of you needing to prioritise, which is the most important thing. And I just think that it's important for you to bear in mind that it's okay to have bad days. Just because your friends are maybe whizzing through, kind of living in the here and now, doesn't mean that you need to. Okay? Some people cope better than others. And those people that pretend that they're okay all the time, or come across, that they're okay all the time, I wonder if they're just pretending it even. So yes, make sure that you kind of just look after yourself. Make sure that you have those boundaries in place, that routine, staying hydrated, making sure that you're using those breaks. And it's just you looking after yourself as much as you can do. And don't forget, keep your teachers in the loop. If you're struggling with regards to keeping up with the work, tell them. I know that they'd much rather be aware of how you're kind of finding home learning, rather than you going radio silent and them not hearing from you at all. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You look after yourselves, and I look forward to doing a video next week. See you later, everybody. Bye.